Today, we'll analyze what we might see in Squid Game Season 3. We'll review clues and important details, and I'll share some pretty interesting theories with you. Season 2 ended with a rather inconclusive finale, but with a lot of potential for the future. Gi-hun failed in his plan to destroy the games from within, and was ultimately captured by the frontman, who betrayed him at the most crucial moment. On top of that, he killed his friend in front of him. What will happen to the frontman? In the finale, he betrayed everyone and resumed leadership of the guards. However, Gi-hun still doesn't know that he was player number 1. In fact, the frontman tricked Gi-hun into thinking he was dead. Let's remember that in the final scene, he said goodbye to Gi-hun and shot another player. With this, Gi-hun believed he died. I'm sure that despite everything, the frontman will face Gi-hun in one last game. This has happened before. Gi-hun defeated the old man in one last game before he died, and the same happened with the recruiter. In the new season, another interesting character is 246. At the end of the season, it seemed like he died, but it's clear that he's still alive. The guard who shot him has a triangle mask, just like the North Korean girl we saw earlier. This woman sympathized with this player because she met his little daughter. Most likely, the series will use this to save 246. She probably just injured him, so the man will be taken to have his organs removed, but she will save him there. What will be the fate of the police officer? Season 2 ended by revealing that the ship's captain was a traitor and had been deceiving him the whole time. Most likely in Season 3, the police officer will discover the betrayal and force the captain to take him to the island. This way, the police officer will finally face his brother face to face. According to their mother, the frontman gave his kidney to the police officer when he had a health problem. Unfortunately, he later needed that kidney to save his sick wife, but couldn't do anything about it. This created a certain resentment in the frontman toward his brother. Despite everything, the frontman still cares about him. Now, I want to talk to you about an interesting theory. The theory says that Gi-hun will die this season to protect player 222, who is pregnant. The evidence is presented in this scene from the carousel game. In this scene, the crazy woman tells Gi-hun the following: "For some reason, your life has been longer than fate dictated, and you were brought to this place for a reason." If we pay attention, we'll notice that in the scene, the crazy woman looks at Gi-hun and then at the pregnant woman. Gi-hun will have some kind of connection with this woman. It's likely he'll have to protect her at some point in the story. Let's not forget that the frontman's wife died while pregnant. This loss caused great pain to the frontman and is part of why he became evil. In fact, in several scenes, the frontman is seen staring at the pregnant woman because she reminds him of his late wife. I believe this girl will be important to connect all the characters. But what do you think about the theory? What games will we see in Season 3? This is an excellent question. We've been given clues about 3 games that could appear. The first one was shown in the post-credit scene. Here we saw a new version of the doll game, red light, green light, but with a male doll added. Surely, this game will follow the same mechanics as the original game, but will be more difficult. I've read your comments, and many of you have said that this second doll will have the function of monitoring movements from the sides, not from the front, like the original doll. This would prevent players from doing the trick Gi-hun did in Episode 3. Some people on TikTok and Reddit quickly guessed that the game would be Jack and Jill based off of seeing Cheo-soo and Young-hee. The game is based on the nursery rhyme of the same name. The belief is that players will have to pair up and bring water up and down to fill up something at the end. However, it will be mixed with red light, green light, and they won't be able to move unless they have the green light. These games might not be for Gi-hun. Instead, this scene shows us the past. I believe this is when the frontman participated as players. Let's remember he won the games in 2015. In the post-credit scene, we see player number 100, who has already been introduced this season. It's this old man. But if we look at the doll scene, the man doesn't have gray hair, so he's not the same player. With this in mind, I think this game won't be for Gi-hun, but is instead a scene from the past. Let's move on to other games. On the walls of the dormitory, we can see figures representing games that haven't been introduced yet. In the first game, we see these figures of people moving across monkey bars. This could easily be adapted into a deadly game. For example, we could see a speed competition where players must move across monkey bars at a great height. If someone falls, they die. And if they don't finish before the timer runs out, they also die. There's also another interesting game represented by these black and white figures. It looks like a chessboard. This could mean that the players will participate in a kind of human chess. This game does exist in real life, and the rules are simple. Players dress up as chess pieces and move just like the actual pieces would. It's not very complicated, but the game would surely be altered to make it more entertaining and deadly. But it could also be a bigger glass bridge game that was in Season 1. In Season 1, players only had 2 lanes to move through, but now they would have many options while still retaining the mechanics of breakable glass. What will be the grand finale of the series? I'm very sure that everything will end with one last game, and this must be the Squid Game. I mean, the game Gi-hun played against Sang-woo in the Season 1 finale. This game bears the series name, so logically it has to appear. And who will play? I think Gi-hun will play against the frontman or one of the VIPs that might actually be playing in the game. There's no other character who could take this spot. We will keep looking for more clues and fan theories in the next couple of months leading up to the final season. So subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any Squid Game related content. See you in the next video.